Dear life warriors, living and surviving are two different things.
Have a mission statement for your life.
Yep.
You should have a mission, you should have a purpose, and just start walking in it. And what makes your mission so easy is every single offer or opportunity that comes your way, you could tie it back to something to say, wait, does this align with where I'm trying to go? And then your decision becomes so much easier.
It's like, I want to make sure that whatever I'm putting into the world, whatever has my name on it, has a positive impact on the community, and that, that I'm putting some good into the world.
I feel like I wish I could just literally touch every single person to have what you're feeling right now, because isn't it such like a beautiful feeling when you walk different in the world?
These roadblocks or what feels like challenges, they come into your life, or, things or people go away and that might hurt, or just whatever it is. Very quickly, once you get quiet, once you, like you said, start to focus on your core values, you will see very quickly why those things happened. And they're just making room for you to be great here.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Char, again, your favorite corporate life coach. So excited today because I have one of my favorites. I know I say that with everyone, but Shani really is. She started out with me when I first started my life coaching journey as a coach back in 2018, I think it is. And now Shani is vice president and development for iMother. We're going to learn all about that and her progress and how she got there. Also, most importantly, I think when we met, before you even became vice president, you were doing freelance writing for criminal justice. We'll talk about that as well, because you're still doing a bit of that. But everyone, let's welcome Shani Saxon. Hello.
Char, thanks for having me.
You look so amazing. You're glowing.
You
look awesome.
Thank you.
I don't even know where to begin with you, because it's like so much. But most importantly, how are you doing? I know it's now 2021. We just went through a year.
Yeah, we've all been going through collective trauma.
Yes.
Trying to help each other, just as much as we can. I'm so glad to be talking to you, because you are a master of this.
Thank you. Thank you. But I mean, how did you find 2020? How did you navigate that year? Because I believe you probably started working for iMother 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think professionally, it was shocking for everyone who works in TV and film, because productions were shut down. We had a show that was in production. Everyone had to go home. Even our development work stopped. I mean, everything just came to a grinding halt, which I assume is the case in a lot of industries.
Yeah.
That was shocking. But I think more than anything, it was the personal fear and the unknowing, in 2020 that was more overwhelming. I think especially in the beginning of the pandemic, it felt like work really became less important. And it really was about keeping everyone safe, especially I'm a mother. I have 3 kids in the house with me. I'm a single mother.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, so I mean, it was really literally about locking down and like putting up an invisible wall around the house and just
trying to be safe.
That's really what it came down to.
I forgot you had 3 kids. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
Because you've always held that together.
Oof.
Listen.
What's crazy is I have 3 kids and I have a dog, and I feel like my dog is one of, it's just as much work.
It
is. We made it, it was so much work, and we made it through, got it to the end. And now, boom, my oldest son is at the tail end of fighting COVID. But we were just, and now it's in my house, and it felt, there was a moment where I felt like, oh man, I failed. I didn't keep it out of the house, but we're at the tail end, thankfully, and he's doing a lot better.
Yeah, no, you didn't fail. I mean,
there was that moment.
I know, and that, right. You know how to reframe. You know how to,
right.
And we all still go through that moment where we're like, oh, and then we're like, wait a minute, no,
Yeah.
you know, and that's important. So I'm glad you're using your tools.
Yes.
but he's okay. He's good.
Thankfully. Yeah, he's at the tail end.
Okay. So, I mean, talk a little bit about, you know, your transition from, I know when we were talking, you were just doing strictly freelancing, and then you made a decision to go back into the corporate world.
Yeah.
Doing exactly what you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, I credit a lot of that to you. I would say I was in a very dark place because I was working in an industry. I wasn't freelance prior to talking to you. I was full-time at a digital media company, and digital media companies during that time were literally dying.
Yeah.
And it was just getting harder and harder to monetize the type of content that I was creating, and with my team and with, you know, my peers and my coworkers. And it was really, you know, I knew what I wanted to do, and I talked to you about it a lot, and you really helped build me back up. And I knew, I was like, you know, I want to transition into television and film. I want to continue being an executive, but I don't want to have to start at the beginning, because I know that my skills can be transferable.
Yeah.
And so what ended up happening, thankfully, I know we're supposed to be talking about 2020. This is just
just talk. Listen, it's a girlfriend conversation. It goes wherever it goes. I have no rules.
Okay, good. I love no rules.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was I got a freelance role that allowed me to work on a documentary, and it was like a boot camp for me. And it allowed me to really test my skills and get in there, and you know, it ended up being great, and it led to this full-time role that I have now. And you know, there's still a learning curve. There's always a learning curve. I feel like everyone must feel that way, but it's also been really rewarding to see that the things that I did already know and the skills that I already had from my past really do translate in this new space. And it has helped me to feel more confident as an executive in this new world. But so then that led into 2020, which thankfully my job allowed us a moment to take a deep breath.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice. I think part of it was that, like I said, I think the entire industry just sort of shut down for a minute because people were just trying to figure out what was what and what was possible, and what does this new world look like, and how are we going to contribute to it? And, you know, there was a lot to figure out. So that was helpful to have like a good 3-4 weeks of just being quiet.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice that they did that. You know what I really love? I feel like 2020 caused this shift where people started to really see what's really more important in life. Where I felt like before that, everyone was on the goal, this hustle, this, you know, like this grind, this constantly, you know, work, speeding. I mean, let me tell you, I ventured out into the world now. Like earlier this year, I started to get back on the ball with my business and drive again and I'm going, where's everyone rushing to? I didn't realize that people are always like, you know, trying to get somewhere without actually taking in what their surroundings, their moments. And I feel like there's a huge shift that happened last year where now we were still and we started to see what really matters in life, which is family, you know, who you have in your immediate circle, who is around you. This is what really matters. And most importantly, what I love, I think a lot of the organizations and the people that are leading the organization also took that into consideration, because they too felt it. We're all going through the same thing, no matter which level you are. You know, we were all going through the same thing. So I think that's really nice that they were able to say, hey, you know, breathe. That's really almost like a wellness, you know, type of wellness. We needed that.
We really did.
Yeah.
And it was also helpful to learn as we started to get back in gear in like April of 2020, you know, starting to work again and take meetings. It was also really helpful to learn that we really can work anywhere. And we
Right?
can be just as productive and just as creative and thoughtful without, to your point, without all the hustle and bustle
Right.
and without putting on actual clothes.
And
Still
without
get
putting
work
on
done.
clothes, getting dressed. I mean, savings on no shop. And it's so bad now. I don't want to get dressed. I haven't, I really don't. Even when it's time for me to go, I feel like it's so much work now to
Yeah.
actually get dressed.
Yeah. It's horrible figuring that out now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, you want me to go where? And I have to what? No,
Oh,
I'm so not in the mood.
no, thank you.
I know. So what is on your radar this year? What have you been up to? What exciting things have you been doing that you want to share?
I think that for me, it's exciting that I've been able to sort of maintain a level of freelance writing, even though I'm navigating this new career. And, the new career, all of it is exciting. So we're working on shows and we're actively developing a lot of content that, both TV and film that will really serve the community. You and I talked about that a lot. That was one of my core values. Like, I want to make sure that whatever I'm putting into the world, whatever has my name on it, has a positive impact on the community, and that, that I'm putting some good into the world. And thank God I landed at a company that completely aligns with my personal ideals and values.
Of course.
And that is literally what our leader, Pharrell, that is literally that is his mantra,
Wow.
So that's been very fulfilling and satisfying.
Yeah. I'm surprised you remembered core values. I'm like, look at her using core values.
Well, Char, I can't say it enough. I'm not just saying it because you're in front of me. I think you were very instrumental. You have been and you continue to be, because you helped me find the light. I don't know how else to phrase it, but that's how I visualize it. Like when things feel dark or impossible or just hopeless, or there is, there is no way for me to do this. You help me, like, no, there's always, everything and anything is possible. Right. And so it's just a matter of believing it, and then figuring out, you don't even really have to figure out the steps. You just have to
have a belief.
Fully believe it. Like, not just say it, but expect it.
Expectation. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry, because I feel like I wish that for everybody.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wish I could just literally touch every single person to have what you're feeling right now, because isn't it such like a beautiful feeling when you walk different in the world?
Yeah.
And you're more confident. And you know that there are no mistakes in life. You know that now, where you're like, okay, you get on with it. When things happen, you get on with it. And that's what life is. It's always a battlefield. Once you live in, it's a battlefield that you have to go through every day. But it's how you choose to go through it that really matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm so excited to hear you just even talk about core values, because people put it with just organizations, core values. No, have a mission statement for your life. You should have a mission, you should have a purpose, and just start walking in it. And what makes your mission so easy is every single offer or opportunity that comes your way, you could tie it back to something to say, wait, does this align? Where I'm trying to go, and then your decision becomes so much easier.
Right.
So I just wish that for everyone. And I hope, me even starting this, I'm not usually the on-camera person. I don't like it, but I feel like there's so much to share. And I feel like other people can share their experiences, especially the ones like yourself that has gone through something and has made it out.
Yes. Yeah. There is a way out.
Yes.
And, sometimes doesn't feel like it when you're in the depths of despair. But, sometimes, to your point, these roadblocks or what feels like challenges, they come into your life, or, things or people go away and that might hurt, or just whatever it is, very quickly, once you get quiet, once you, like you said, start to focus on your core values, you will see very quickly why those things happened. And they're just making room for you to be greater.
To be great.
Or just to live the life that you deserve. And, I just remember, so even with 2020, as challenging as it has been for so many of us, I think having that time to really focus on, like you said, our families, our self-care, hopefully.
Yes.
And just having more time in the day.
That's it.
Right? We're not commuting. We're not standing at the newsstand talking, whatever it is, like all those little moments, none of those were taken up. Just having that time is so valuable. It has been valuable. Yeah. I mean, that's really, I think for me, to be honest with you, like when I was at the beginning of 2020, I was like so many people, like, oh my God, this is, I was drinking too much wine. Like, I was like, wait, it's 5:00 and I didn't pour a glass. Like, what am I doing?
Wait, you're my wine sister.
Right?
I was doing the same thing. Oh my God.
So I didn't know how, I already loved wine.
You're like, wait,
I already loved wine, but now it was like, I had to have a glass in order to get through the rest of the day. But I think, I still love wine, but now I'm at a point where I'm not really drinking wine like that. Not because I don't love it, but just because I'm focused elsewhere. So instead, I'm like, what other ways can I help manage my stress? How can I better manage my stress? So now I'm working out all the time and trying to focus on self-care.
Yes.
And my health, because it's been so important, just keeping our immune system strong.
Yes.
That's been another important lesson in 2020, like taking care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you are glowing, you are happy, you are looking amazing. So, it's always nice to touch base. It's over a year later, we're touching base.
Yeah.
And to hear that you're still on that same journey of sticking to life as every day is a day for a new opportunity for me. So I'm just so proud to hear that. I'm so excited for you. Is there anything you want to share with the world about freelancing? I know you mentioned something about we could pitch you ideas. Maybe
that would be great.
Maybe I have some.
It gets harder for me to find stories now because I'm so busy with my day job, my main job.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose focus on my freelance writing. I still want to keep a toe or two dipped in that world so that I don't completely lose touch.
Okay.
So I'm always interested in people pitching me anything involving, especially criminal justice, but also immigration. Yeah,
Okay.
I welcome any and all.
Okay. I'll definitely share that with the world, and they're going to get in touch with you via LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is perfect.
Okay. So I'll make sure I let the world know that. And anything else, before I go, I have to ask, I've been asking all my guests, what is the one thing you would say coming out of 2020 that you are absolutely grateful for?
I'm grateful for, it might sound corny, but I am grateful for the opportunity to get to know my kids better.
It's not corny. I did the same thing. Listen, I was like, and we actually like each other.
Yeah.
That was the shocking part. I was like, because we were home all day, every day. So I was like, and we got along.
Yeah. I was like, wow, these 3 people are very cool, and I really, I love them, but I like them a lot,
I like them. That was my statement. And when I said, I really like them, they're really nice human beings. And I have 2 girls. I know you have a boy, but I have a 23-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a 23-year-old and an 18-year-old. So these are pretty much young adults.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how that could get. But quite honestly, I feel exactly what you're saying. That's definitely one of the things I loved about my time home and cooking more and just having dinner together. I can't tell when last we had dinner together, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, then I want to give thanks for DoorDash because I am not a good cooker. I am good at ordering.
So. Okay. No, I was on YouTube.
Looking up. Oh, yeah, no.
That's how much I was into it. Like I was like following the people on YouTube, and it came out great.
That's amazing.
That one time,
I am impressed, and I wish I was like that. So More power to you. I love it.
Thank you. So it was so awesome having this chat. We have to keep up more.
To me.
Yeah, and as soon as the world opens up, we have got to meet up and have wine.
Yes,
okay? That's
absolutely. And don't feel any pressure to dress up.
I sure won't. I am done with the dressing up world. I can't take it. I'm about comfort now.
Yes.
Comfort. That's it. So we're going to sign off. Thank you so much, everyone. This is Shani. Please check her out on LinkedIn. Follow her, Shani Saxon. I'm going to put all the details, but she's definitely one to watch, and all her wonderful endeavors. I can't wait. I just can't wait to see more. So thank you, Shani.
Thank you, Char.
All right. Bye.
Bye.